Why the fuck is it the same dudes that say they want a relationship like their grandparents had, a love that lasts fucking forever, are the same motherfuckers the minute they get a good woman in their life? Oh, I'm not ready. The fuck you mean you're not ready? You're fucking 40. How many years you think you got left? I mean, fucking for real.
I just need to be by myself. I am of no use to a man because a man wants a woman that is of use, and I am of no use to a man. Pretty worthless.
This woman has answered the question. She's of no use. A lot of women are like this. They're of no use. They bring nothing but problems into your life. We're tired. We don't want to deal with that anymore.
Last post of the day, I swear. Quality women are not getting wifed up, and that is problematic. I don't know what men issues are. I mean, I know the issues that they're going through for them not to pick the quality women, but now the quality women are getting fed up, so they're staying in the house and just being by themselves, and men can't find good women, so they say. The thing is that they don't want good women, so, and that's a problem. I don't understand what men want in life. I think they just want to be alone, play their video games, and have their friends. I don't think they see futures with the women. I think it's a problem for them. I don't know why, but yeah.
Good women, bad women. I think we're fine with none of them. We enjoy our own company. When you've been burned before, you don't want to risk getting burned the second time. We're fine with this new development.
Why is it that men no longer really approach women in public? Because I feel like back in the 90s, early 2000s, you'd see it so frequently that men are walking up to women, having a little conversation, a little banter, a little flirt, and maybe even ask them out if things are going well. But I don't ever see that anymore. What's going on? Like, what happened?
In 2025, it's too easy to get accused of harassment, and you could get scarred for life. Apart from the harassment, we don't want to deal with the drama that comes with dating Western women. The juice just isn't worth the squeeze.
Where are the husbands? Serious question. Where are all of the husbands in this world? I am tired of dealing with men, for lack of a better word, that do not want to build homes or have wives or emotional stability. I don't want it. I would like a husband. I want to go home. Like, I want my coworkers to be like, oh, let's go here. And me be like, I can't. I gotta go home to my husband. I have to go home to my husband. Like, oh, who's gonna do this for you? My husband. My husband will do it for me. Where are they? Where are the men that like to work? Where are the men that like to fix things? Where are the men that like to nurture? Where are the men? Please.
You chased them away. You told them you're strong and independent and that you didn't need them. They listened.
So where's the men that like the regular schmegula ass women? Like, I'm the type of woman, I ain't gotta always have my hair done. I ain't always gotta have my nails done. I ain't gotta have my lashes done. I got a real ass body. I got a little gut. I got some rolls, and I got a little bit of ass. My ass ain't fat, but I got a little something there. I got some nice thighs. But I got a regular ass car, a regular ass house. My shit is just regular. Like, it seems like you men nowadays don't like us regular ass women. So I'm just trying to figure out, where's the men that like us regular ass women? Let me know something in the comments.
Regular ass woman with a nose ring? I don't think so. Anyway, the men that like regular women are in your friend zone, but you don't want them.
Y'all, I just got home from dropping my car off to get serviced, and all I want to know is, where's my husband? When I say my chest hurts, I mean my chest hurts. Front and back brakes. Definitely well over the service limit. Should have got it done already. But where is my husband? I don't care what nobody says. Women were not created to deal with cars. I don't care how much of a boss I am. I don't care how much money I make. Baby, no. That is a man's world. That's why when y'all be saying, I don't need no man, I be quiet.
It is always what a man can do for them. It is never what they can do for a man. You need a man so he can handle your car problems.
Okay, story time. So, good friend of mine and I went on a girls' trip over the weekend. We drove 3 hours south, went to Charleston for the weekend. We're like, okay, let's just get...
The men are somewhere where they aren't graded on their looks. If a man you didn't find attractive approached you and your friends, you would get the ick, so why bother?
As a society, we need to bring back men who simp and men who yearn. Like my dad, every time I'm home, my dad is the OG simp and yearner for my mother and honestly for his daughters. He does everything for us. This morning, I was just gonna run out and get a coffee and he was like, oh, the windshields have ice on them. It frosted last night. Let me go take care of that for you. Goes, puts on a coat, puts on shoes, goes outside, warms up my car, moves it closer from the street, opens and closes the windows, everything, so that when I got in the car, it was good to go. He's the kind of husband who brings my mom a chai tea latte in bed every day because he gets up early and she sleeps in. And then he makes her a smoothie every single day. Like, he will drive me back to Chicago if I don't feel like renting a car. Like, they just don't breed them like this anymore. Like, men used to go to war and now they go to shows and watch other boys push buttons on a little screen to make music.
No. We need to bring back women who are worth it. These modern women act nothing like our mothers back in the day. These women want a man to yearn for them so they can take advantage of him.
If you meet a man who is over 40 years old and he's never been married, run. Because a man that has made it his entire adult life and has never decided to commit to one woman is a problem.
Yes, run. You're doing him a big favor. That man is a unicorn. He's living a life of freedom and independence, and no one is there to bring him down.
I feel like the people who say that they want a pure woman to date or to marry or things like that really just want a woman that they can use. To be honest, that's how I feel when anybody says that men want a pure woman. I feel like they just want a woman they can use.
Tell me you're not a pure woman without telling me you're not a pure woman. Your gaslighting can't work. We have standards. We want a pure woman, a woman that hasn't been around the block.
Even when I was taking a shower at my ex's house, I come out of the shower and I see him going through my phone, and I had no idea he even knew my passcode. So I'm like tripping out. He's tripping out because for the life of me, I could not be faithful to this man. I immediately lunge for the phone. He starts running. I'm chasing him around his apartment. The towel has fallen. He was very agitated, but I knew he hadn't gotten to the hard hitters yet because there was some crazy stuff on there, and his reaction was like upset, but not like flabbergasted. So he lets me back inside, and I come back in, and I'm like, listen, obviously we're done. Just give me the phone. Let's part ways. Like, I was such a little bitch. I couldn't even apologize. We were wondering what happened. We got back together a week later.
Guys, stay single and have some fun here and there. You see, everyone rides the town bike, but only the town fool buys it.
Girl, don't be a wife material. When I was much younger, all my ex-boyfriends say you're such a wife material. And I used to feel very proud when I hear that. I feel like, oh my God, they think that I'm such a wife material. And now being where I am today and looking back, being a wife material means a disaster for you. What it meant. It's like you're the golden ticket to make them have the best life ever. But it's for them. It's not for you. You are the golden ticket. You are the facilitator, the person who is making that great life possible.
They refuse to be wife material, but want a man to be a husband material. They want you to protect and provide for them. The irony. These women are really selfish. It's disturbing. Men aren't selfish enough.
If you ask most men, they will tell you that love isn't the problem. They'll give love, loyalty, and consistency. But if you ask him about marriage, that is a different game. Because too often when they say I do, the rules change. The effort slows, the respect fades, and the peace disappears. And if the marriage breaks, he loses basically half of everything. His peace, his kids, and his money. So men literally hesitate. And it's not because they don't love women. It's because they don't trust what happens after the wedding. Let me be clear. Commitment and marriage, the courthouse, none of that scares men. The system is what scares men. A lot of women don't realize this about men, is that they talk. When they are together, when they feel safe with each other, they talk about their problems. They talk about what they're going through in their relationships, in their marriages, and they know that their friends and also some family members is going through some ish, and they don't want it to happen to them because they know that they are not exempt from it happening to them. So let me say it again. Men do not fear marriage or commitment. They fear losing it all and then losing themselves within that entire process. And who wants to do that? Nobody. So you have to be the right woman for him to be able to take the risk on you. And you got to be able to show him that you're willing to go through the good and the bad and still be happy and choose one another.
Unless family court laws change, getting married is too risky for us. A woman can cheat on her husband, get pregnant by the side dude and have her husband think it's his, and still get awarded alimony and child support. The risk just isn't worth the reward.
Isn't it so crazy that feminism does the exact opposite of empowering women? It is not giving you freedom, it is actually silencing you. It has convinced women that sexualization is freedom, that selling their bodies online is freedom, that having multiple partners is freedom. But what this actually does is exploit you and enslave you. It's funny how feminism actually just gave the worst type of men exactly what they wanted. I mean, having as much emotionless sex as possible, OnlyFans, running around half naked, killing their babies, men and women's sports. How does that equal female empowerment? Not to mention you're warding off all of the good men. I mean, you guys say over and over how much you hate men when you are literally doing the things that please the worst type of men. If you were focused more on traditional femininity, on having one partner, on getting married, on having kids, on building a family unit, I promise you would attract really good men into your life, and therefore you wouldn't hate all men. And every time I say things like this, I get told that I'm tearing down other women. No, the reason that I post what I post is because I actually care about other women and their well-being. You can take it or leave it. But if I were to just let you exploit yourself and enslave yourself to what I would consider a cult, I mean, take Bonnie Blue, for example, that would be me not caring about you.
Feminism was never about equality. If it was really about equality, it wouldn't be called feminism. I don't know why a lot of people are blind to that fact. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, click on the notification bell to know when I drop a new video. Bye.